An interesting scenario or fallout also played out in Kaduna State as we continue to look at the state-by-state performance at the governorship elections of March the 18th. Well, BKO, still we were talking about the presidential election outcome, and in Kaduna State we saw how the numbers went down. It was a fierce battle indeed at the second cycle of the elections. Uba Sani of the APC, Jonathan Asaki of the LP, and particularly the PDP's Issa Ashiru. And of course, it's now one more state in the kitty of the APC.
Actually, to look at the presidential election, you would want to believe that PDP will take Kaduna easily, because PDP dominated the National Assembly election, won all the 3 senatorial seats, dominated the House of Reps Reps election, and also won with a hefty margin. You know, it's one of the states where Atiku actually could say defeated Asiwaju with a very good margin. You know, that place, I think, and even Bauchi and Gombe. This time around, you know, as I always say, politics, all politics is local. The governor and his people got down to brass tacks, and they were able to match the PDP in most of the local governments. I can reel out just how close the battle is in many local governments. In Giwa local government, APC scored 30,773 to PDP's 28,869. In Sanga, PDP scored 13,119 to APC's 12,338. In Makarfi, PDP scored 26,128 to 25,673. In Kagarko, PDP scored 19,991 to APC's 18,830. In Ikara, APC scored 29,066. PDP scored 28,612. In Kauru, PDP scored 26,346. APC scored 25,915. Then in Zaria, let me look at three local government where the margin was quite wide between both men. In Zaria local government, APC scored 78,659. PDP scored 47,091.
That's high.
Yeah, in Igabi, APC scored 74,994 to PDP's 40,681. And the biggest of them all, Chikun local government, PDP scored 89,946 to APC's 19,979. With the Chikun victory, PDP members were already jubilating.
But do you have a reason for this Chikun margin? This is quite substantial. Do you have any rationale for this?
The election in Kaduna is the voter behavior is driven by ethnicity and religion. So where you have a preponderance of Christians, for example, they are not likely to vote for the candidate of the PDP because of the Muslim ticket. They are not likely to vote for it. So you look at the people living in a particular area in the local government, you can almost guess how you can guess the pattern of voting in that area. And a Chikun local government, a good portion of it is actually even in Kaduna metropolis. So some of them are not even, they are not from Kaduna State. Some of them are just stranger elements and all that. So in the end, the margin was just about 10,000, the margin of victory, which is consistent with the way the election went local government by local government. Even in Briningwari, the bandit-infested Briningwari, it was quite close between both men. You would think that Makarfi, home of the former governor of the state, who has remained in PDP from inception, that it would be a bit wide for the PDP. But it was also narrow. So it was a nail-biting contest in Kaduna, and APC did very well to have come back from the jaws of defeat.
Wale, we've run out of time, but I want you to just, look at the happenings in Benue State. When you listen to Bigio's analysis of Kano, what do you think played out in Benue State in Hyacinth alias favor?
Yeah, let me quickly add that Ubasani, a lot of people didn't know that he was in the pro-democracy movement. He was in Jakon. I was also in Jakon with Gani Fahimi. And he set up movement for freedom and justice, giving free legal services to people in the 1990s. So he set up Uba Foundation in 2018. So he has come a long way. The same thing played out in Benue, where the winner of that election, has been known to the ordinary man as a friend of the masses. If you have been following him, he's saturated with a lot of humanitarian services. To the extent that even people in the same monastery with him were envious. He will gather people every Saturday, people that are afflicted with a lot of diseases, pray for them, give them material needs, heal some of them spiritually. To the extent even as of the time that they had to complain against him, they reported him to the Vatican. And the Vatican had to do an investigation and say, look, what this man is doing is God-given. They should allow him to play his, in the Catholic, a lot of people think he should not go into politics. So this man has dedicated his life for over more than 20 years to assisting people, helping them. And I think that singular factor made him to be able to win that election for the APC. If you look at what has been happening in the past 4 years, a lot of people who didn't expect them Benue to go the way of APC. But because of that singular tradition of this man, combined with other people like Akume and all that, I think he was able to. And also for the fact that APC adopted direct primary instead of indirect primary. So the masses were able to line up and then choose their. So we want to see how they are going to transform their background into, humanitarian services as state governors.